Hey, alright, been a while since I've made a video because things have been crazy. If you couldn't remember, I've got a droid. It's being very reflective of my screen. Oh, there I am. Nice. Anyway, I just kind of got my droid there. Been doing a lot of stuff, kind of waiting for CyanogenMod Mod 7 to come out. It's in release candidate 0 now, so alpha, as they call it. But that's not really the point. What I'm kind of getting at. At the beginning of the video, you saw the droid. Well, maybe it could be called the droid HTC Thunderbolt. Might just be called HTC Thunderbolt. Hard to say at this point. Now, there's the rumors out there, which are pretty solid, most likely to happen. They being things like 1.2 gigahertz processor, Tegra, high in RAM, high in memory, for a hard drive that is, and high megapixels on the camera. The highest I've heard is 8 megapixel on the back, and of course it's got a front-facing camera, which will likely be 1.3. I'm hoping for 2, maybe 3. That'd be really nice. Even though you don't need a very high camera on the front, it'd still be really cool. Basically, it's going to be more or less a slightly upgraded HTC Evo, I'm thinking. I'm hoping, and there's some rumors going around which seem very fake. A lot of blogging sites are saying, definitely not real. I think I agree. Some of them could be real, and I'll kind of point them out as I go over them. One of the rumors is that it'll be dual core, so dual core 1.2 processor Tegras, which is one that I can see happening. Dual core phones have been rumored for 2011, so we'll kind of see on that one. Someone said that it's going to have an SD card slot, SD card included in the SD card slot, expandable up to 128 gigabytes. Not happening. I think they'll stick with the 32, maybe 64 before they jump that high. The rumored is that it will come with a 32. I think it'll stay at 32 and probably come with another 16. Reason being, 32 is pretty expensive pricing, and from what I've heard, they want to keep Android phones down in price lately. Another rumor on that, I'm going to bounce off hardware for a second and bounce over to another rumor is that the Tegra chips and a lot of different chipsets are going down in price, and that we could have as cheap as $100 on these phones. I don't think this phone will be that cheap. I can see 200, 300 off contract. Well, not off contract, excuse me. 200 probably with your 2-year agreement or so. Hoping for 100, but we'll see. You never know what they're going to pull out. Back to hardware. Had to kind of touch on that before I forgot. Front-facing camera was one that was rumored for 5 megapixels in the front, 8 in back. 8 in back is likely going to stay. Like I said earlier, I think 2 to 3 max will be in the front. My Droid 1 has a 5 megapixel camera on the back, so I don't think I'll stick a 5 in the front. Battery size was, it was quite huge. I almost want to say it was 2000, which seems really high for a phone. I believe my Droid's somewhere around the 1300 area, and to put it into comparison, the Galaxy Tab's in the 4000 area. It has an impeccable battery life, where my Droid gets a decent 6 hours to 8 hours lately. That would make the Thunderbolt sitting at, probably 10 hours of fairly good use. Thoughts of fairly good use are Facebook updates every 4 hours, Twitter updating every 4 hours, and Google updating just when it can, because it pushes the notifications. If you got more programs that update than that, of course you're not going to get as high. And if you're browsing Google and YouTube all day, of course you're not going to get as high there either. The kickstand thing in the back for video watching, much like the Evo. I'm kind of feeling a little bit nervous that it's just going to be more or less the Evo 2, but on Verizon, because it basically has been confirmed for Verizon, judging by the pictures that were posted by Droid Life about a week ago. But there's not a lot more to add on that, other than dreams and wishes, I suppose. My dream, of course, is that they'd have the really high-end phone with dual core, lots of space, lots of memory, lots of SD card, really powerful cameras, shooting in HD, something like that I could carry around with me all the time and shoot pictures very fast. The reason I'm kind of talking about this phone is because it's my next phone I believe I'm getting. It's either that or the Motorola Etna, which is, I guess, code name still. May come out at CES in a few days as something else, but for now it's the Etna. I don't think there's really nothing on that new phone. I think it's just going to be their next thing. It's nothing going to be special. It may be up to par with the HTC Thunderbolt, but I don't know. I can't see it being anything too incredible or special. By the way, I might mention that the Thunderbolt has also been codenamed Incredible HD, and like things like the Incredible 2, so that's what I'm talking about when I say the Thunderbolt. It will have LTE 4G, or should. I'm hoping it does. It's got some 4G logos on it, on some mock-ups on the one we have in the first of the video. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of hard to say. I'm just coming to you with rumors and some speculation. Add your comments in and let me know what you think.